So if you're a new grad and you've got a position on a med surg floor and you have no idea what to expect, let me just give you a little bit of guidance.
Oh my God!
So on a med surg floor, things can get pretty hectic, and I'm sure every floor has their own hecticness, but the one thing you must have on a med surg floor is a good report sheet, SBAR sheet, whatever it is you want to call it. Not only that, but a sheet that can track the care that you're supposed to get done. So I had this sheet that was given to me when I was in med surg that organized some of the primary things that I was supposed to get done. So if I was supposed to give wound care every 2 hours, I would pencil that in. So there would be 5 columns because we had 5 patients, and at the top of the column I would put something that was identifying. I would put the room number, and then on the side I would put times of the shift by hours. So if I started at 7:30, it would start at 7:30. If I knew I was supposed to do med pass at 9 o'clock and then again at 12 o'clock for some of these patients, I would put in for that patient med pass. I wouldn't exactly say put the medications that are due there unless it was an antibiotic or something like that, so that I'm aware of how much time I have to give that medication, or how much leeway that I can give that medication, because some medications you can give 30 minutes prior to the time of that order. So I would pencil that in. So that type of sheet keeps you honest, keeps you on your toes, and you can open it up throughout your shift to make sure that you're not missing anything, that you didn't miss a medication that was supposed to be given, or an antibiotic that was supposed to be given, or wound care that was supposed to be done. So those specific things. You're not writing every single thing down. You're just touching on those important factors that need to be done by a certain time. So this type of sheet is sort of like a tracker for your shift for each patient. You could also write your vitals down on there in case you set up your day to where you're going to chart all at the same time, maybe at the 10 o'clock hour or something like that. Then you already have it all written down. But I would advise you, as one of the best ways to prioritize and organize your time, that if your hospital has computers in the room, to utilize that. And when you're doing your assessment, your head to toe assessment, initial assessment on your patient when you come in for shift, that you go ahead and chart that first time in the room, charting all your vitals, charting your assessment, so you have that first assessment done for that patient. And cluster your care so that you give the medications, you do your initial assessment, do your vitals, and chart all at the same time in the room. That way you're done with that patient, you've addressed their needs, and you're moving on to the next patient. You probably don't have to see that patient for another 4 hours, but you do need to round on them hourly just to make sure they're okay, even if it's the night shift. Go ahead, peek in, check on them, look at the vitals if they're hooked up to anything like the pulse ox. Make sure that their chest is rising and falling to make sure they're breathing. Clustering your care is one of the best tips to help you have some breathing room somewhere in the shift. Other than that, those are my most crucial tips to surviving med surg. It's all about prioritization and organization, because at any moment you can get another admission that can throw a wrench in your whole shift, or make your shift more complicated if you're not done with your first round with your initial assessments with all of your patients. Passing your meds, clustering your care, having a sheet that tracks your shift and the medications, the important medications and care that you're supposed to give throughout your shift, definitely will help you to stay on task and organized throughout your shift, so that it will run smoother. Now, there's going to be those things that you cannot account for, but at the very least, this will help you to have a better shift, really, and to have some breathing room. and it has some freedom to chart if you need to catch up somewhere. Okay, so hopefully these tips have helped you. This little short video has helped you if you are going onto a Med Surg floor as a new grad nurse. If you have any questions, please do drop them down below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.